Hi, and welcome to Organizational Communication and Culture. I'm Lynn Cockett, and I'm the professor for this class. I wanted to just take a few minutes to introduce myself and encourage you to do the same thing. On the Moodle page, just below where you clicked on this video, you'll see a spot for you to drop in your own videos with some instructions about how to do that. These are just get-to-know-you videos. Why don't you give us some information about yourself, where you live, your career or career goals, and your goals for this course or the NPL program, and hobbies, or just something interesting about you that you'd like to share with us. This is my 14th year at Juniata. I came here from Rutgers University, where I received my master's and my PhD, and where I taught for a few years before coming here. Prior to that, I was a librarian, and so my experience in the nonprofit world has to do with public libraries. Primarily, the things I got out of that were what it's like to work on a very small budget, and what it's like to work with volunteers, and really the real joy of working in a public place that is what I saw as an opportunity to really build democracy. I felt like the public library was sort of the democratic and cultural center of the community, or at least it should be, and that was sort of how I thought about doing my work. I specifically worked with children. I was the preschool storytime lady and a variety of other things, but that was a great career, and that's what sort of sent me back to school to continue my education, and how I ended up wanting to study communication. And that was to understand those sort of interactions between people in these public spaces. And specifically, I was interested in issues of service provision. And so that was my research. I looked at, I examined how librarians work together to select materials for young people, and how they make those decisions, and how issues of identity are wrapped up in our decisions to do the work that we do. So I'm very interested in professionalism, in leadership from that perspective, from the perspective of how identity and communication influence and give rise to our ways of doing leadership. And that's me as a scholar. In terms of my scholarship, the other thing I have been most interested in recent years is the scholarship of teaching and learning. So this year, while I'm teaching this class, I'm on sabbatical at Juniata, and I'm running Juniata's Center for the Scholarship of Teaching and Learning. And what we do we call it the SOTL Center. And what we do at the SOTL Center is promote scholarly teaching, and we develop faculty programs to help faculty think about their teaching from a more systematic and scholarly approach, and fund research into teaching and learning. So that's my professional side. Personally, I live here in Huntingdon, just a few blocks off campus, with my partner and my daughter. My partner's John, my daughter is Hannah. She'll be 11 this winter. So I'm pretty busy with them, and my very fuzzy, very ill-behaved terrier named Roscoe. In the summer, my favorite thing to do is put the kayaks on the lake and paddle around. And since I can't do that in the winter, I often have some knitting in my lap while I'm sitting in front of the TV watching a movie. I love to read, and I love to cook. Those are my big sort of things that interest me. Anyhow, that's me. That's sort of how I spend my time, and the kinds of things that interest and excite me. I hope to learn some things about you, both through a video that you post and also through the way we communicate together in this class. I'm going to have some other short videos that will explain some more things about the syllabus and things like that, but I just wanted to say hi and welcome you to the class, and let you know that you can contact me anytime for clarification, or even just to talk about the NPL program, or your master's degree, or your career goals. I'd really like to be available to help you think through some of those kinds of things too. Welcome to the class, and welcome to the program if this is your first course.